Hello my YouTube friend, this is Non-Mechanic here, and today I am working on a 2002 Honda Civic. And what is wrong with this car? It has a P1705 transmission range sensor circuit malfunction, and we're going to be changing the transmission range sensor. But before you do all that, what you want to do is make sure you have jack and jack stands. And as you see in the bottom, I have a jack stand and I have a jack. As you notice, I don't only depend on my jack, I depend on my jack stand, because you don't want this car to fall on you. The second thing I did was I put the car in neutral. Make sure that when you put the car in neutral, you have something to choke the back wheels. This one is not choked because I had to lift it, but I have that one over there is choke. This one is choke right there. Also put your emergency brakes, and what you're going to do is you're going to remove the passenger side wheel. And what I used was my impact gun. I used my impact gun and my 19mm deep socket to take it out. And now the transmission sensor is right located right in here. So you have two 10mm bowls right here. You got one and two. This is the other one right there. Let me just show you with the flashlight real quickly. It's one and there's two, and it has this metal bracket, so we got to take this bracket out. But before that, we're gonna need a 10mm socket with a little extension and a 3/8 ratchet. But also I want to show you this right here. This is the sensor right here, and as you can see, it has some lines here. It has a line here, it has a line over here, and inside has a line and a line, like some little dips inside. So now those little dips is supposed to be, when you put it together like this, that the car should be in neutral. So when we put the car in neutral, it should be like this. Some people like doing it in park, but if you do it in park, you're gonna have to mark it somewhere up here, because when you put it in park, it's gonna be over here. I find it much easier when it's in neutral, that this matches it, and you're gonna see right in there that when I take that bracket out, it's gonna be in neutral. Another thing I want to show you, that right inside it has like some little notches or some type of bracket there, and I think that's for you can know your orientation and where you at, and you're gonna hear it lock when it goes in. So pay that in mind right inside, right in there. I'm gonna call them stoppers for now because they're right inside. So when we put this in, it's gonna be a neutral. You don't have to do too much maneuvering, and it should just click right in. So we're gonna start removing it. We're gonna remove this 10mm bowl right here. You can loosen them up first, and you have the other one right in here. There you go. So then you can just use your socket and the long extension, the little extension. So there goes one. There goes number two right here. Here you go. Goes number two. These are little short ones. You take your bracket. What you're going to do, you're going to remove the bracket. Take it out slowly. Take your time. And as you can see, it's right in neutral right in there. The lines are straight right in there. As you see right there, and then you look inside, it's right in the neutral, straight, 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 right in there, those two lines. So this one should be straight to make it much easier for you in neutral to put it in. Now you have this wire harness here, and you can press it. Press this right here. Hopefully I can press it and get it up. You press it and you push it up. There you go. So there you go. You press it, push it up, push the wire harness to the side, and we're going to remove two more 10mm bolts right here. 1 and 2. By the way, the reason why I'm changing the neutral safety switch, the neutral range sensor, is because when I put it in reverse, it's in neutral. So every time I drive, it's just skipping. So I'm just going to change it. And let's just remove these two. If you don't feel too sure, what you want to do is just mark this one here with a white marker in here, just to see where that one is at. But I can see it from here. Okay, it's too loose. Okay, this one seems longer than the first two we took out, so try to keep them, don't keep them together. Oh yeah, this is longer. This is longer than the other one. You see that? These are the first one we took out. They're shorter, and these other ones we just took out, they're longer. So keep those in the side. Here we go. It's out. Push it to the side. So now what you want to do is push it towards you. Put the wire harness in the side. And you want to push it towards you. And pull. There you go. Now you can't probably see it in here, but make sure you look at yours. If you look inside there, it has like two little, they created like a little groove in there, like two stoppers. And you can see in there, I probably can't show you because it's all the way in there. And you got to make sure that those two stoppers is with this right here. Yep. Make sure the two stoppers holds to these two corners. So now, it goes right there. You can actually see the stoppers right in there. You have to look right inside. So what we're going to do is, we're going to just grab it and just, I'm going to push it in. There you go. See that? You put it in neutral. When you put it in neutral, you see the back stoppers there, and it just goes straight in. But if you don't know, just mark them, and it should go in. And then what you want to do is you just want to straighten it out, as you can see right here. Just start putting your bolts back by hand. Don't want to tie this up too tight. And you take your ratchet. There you go. Take the other one. not too tight. There you go. So now these two are nice and tight. And what you want to do is you're going to take your wire harness and push it all the way in. And it's right in. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to go from neutral to park. And you should see all of them move. All these move. I didn't get to see that, but I know you did. So this should have been moving right here. Every time I do this from park, reverse, neutral, and drive, this should have been moving. And that's about it. This is how you change it. The whole thing about this is keeping this orientation. The easy way is to keep it in neutral because you know the two lines is going to be straight. And then you have that little bracket in there. You push it in and you hear it click. So now we're going to put this cover, this bracket right here. You just want to, excuse me, push it in, do it by hand. This is just to cover it from debris and dust. Use your socket to get it in there. Now that you got them nice and tight in there, use your ratchet. Tight, not too hard. Screw it in. So that's about it. This is how you change the transmission wrench sensor on 2002 Honda Civic. What I'm going to do is I'm going to drive the car. I'm going to put the tire back. I'm going to drive the car. And I'm going to let you know if this works. So I'll be right back. I'm back. I drove the car for a few miles. And it seems like it's working pretty well. So if anything goes wrong, I'll keep you posted. But everything went fine. But I want to explain this once again. Because I looked at a few videos and did not explain this. So now, what I did was, the two lines, like little gaps here in the outside and in the inside, you put them together. Now that's where the neutral is at. When you put the car in neutral, that's where neutral should end up at. So now if you keep it in park, what happens is it's going to go over here and it's going to be harder for you to find. But if you keep it in neutral, you know that this has to be straight with this, like this, lined up. That's one thing. The other thing you probably want to do, the metal piece that's inside, you probably want to keep it, put a line on it. Or if you look inside, I know, like I said, I explained this already, but it's good to explain it twice. Right inside you have like some little stoppers, like some little plastic they put in there, and that's for that metal piece that's in there, and you can hear it click. So make sure you keep that in mind. All right, and that's about it. This is how you change the transmission range sensor on a 2002 Honda Civic. Makes it easier. Don't have that long wire like the other ones have. And that's about it. If you have any comments or questions, please post them down below or contact me on nonmechanic101@yahoo.com. That is nonmechanic101@yahoo.com. And remember, if non-mechanic can do it, you can do it. Later.